Us catching up this morning with the leader for One Nation, who's in town, Pauline Hanson. Pauline, always good to talk to you. How are you doing?
I'm really good, thanks, Tom. Yeah, great.
What brings you back to Yeppoon and Rockhampton?
Well, I've been on the campaign trail, so we drove up from Brisbane all the way through with our candidates, and now I'm in Yeppoon. But today, got a special morning up at Mario's, Roslyn Bay, so James and I are going to pump fuel and talk to the locals about issues that concern them, give them that old-fashioned service on the driveway, and clean the windscreen. I'm not pumping tyres, all right? So that's not happening.
Fair enough. It's been a long time since we've had that service, though, Pauline.
It is. I remember as a child we used to have that service, and it was only the one occasion, I think, over the last 30 years that I pulled in a place, and it was even longer than that we haven't had it. But there was one place that was doing it, I thought, wow. So anyway, James came up with the idea, and I thought, yep, I'm all for it. And give people that old-fashioned service, give them a bit of a smile, a bit of a chat. We have a chat. They can come and talk to us about some of the issues. They want to talk to us about it. But it'd be great. And Mario's fantastic. Ampol Mario's. Yeah.
He certainly is very good, that's for sure. Hey, Pauline, in all seriousness, what are the issues that you're hearing about from locals?
Well, around here you've got some youth crime, you've got issues with the hospitals as well, with health, lack of doctors, teaching, so a few of these things that James passed on to me we've had discussions about, and Great Keppel Island, because that's a big thing. We got involved with years ago. We wanted to see the redevelopment of that. That just fell flat. Really disappointed about that. That would have been a great tourist attraction. But anyway, we just hit a brick wall with the current state government. They weren't interested. Did nothing to help.
Pauline, just on the topic of youth crime, is there any significant changes that you can see that need to be done? Of course, there's always little twinkling here and there of some of the minor laws, but is there significant reform needed? Yeah,
there's a few things here. Authority's been taken out of the hands of the parents to actually deal with their children. The kids know that they cannot do a damn thing with their kids, so that's it. There's no respect for authority from the children. Also, you've got detention centres do not work, right? There's only 306 throughout the whole state for these kids that are reoffending. So they actually commit crimes to get back into the detention centres. What has worked is it's called an organisation, Hard Yakka, run by Bob Davis down at Maryborough. He's been going for decades, a couple of decades. Fantastic. He's got about 97% success rate with it. Kids don't reoffend. Parents are actually trying to get into the place. That's a lot cheaper to run, $5,000 for 2 weeks, than what it does to put a child into a detention centre by the state government, which is over $500,000 a year. And there's another thing too. The whole court system has to be addressed. The police are fed up with catching these kids, taking them to courts, they're getting a slap on the wrist. And one court, I won't say where or who, but the judge has charged in excess of a dozen kids, and then all to actually do time because of the number of offences they've had, continuing offending, and then on appeal they've all been released. So this is the problem. Until we have a system where the judges must be held responsible, but this judge was, we've got others that are releasing them. So we've got to do something about that. And that comes back to the politicians, that these judges who are incompetent to do the job are being given these jobs in the courts. And it's a lifetime job, and there's no accountability. We've got to get back to accountability.
Yeah, well said. Just finally, Pauline, of course, big news yesterday. The Prime Minister announced his cabinet reshuffle. Do you have any comments about that reshuffling there in cabinet?
Well, to tell you the truth, Tom, I haven't heard about it, but when I think of who's in the Labor Party there, geez, they'd be digging to actually find anyone with any competence. I think they're all incompetent. Most of them all tokenism, or they've been appointed by the unions.
Yep.
So you look at a whole lot of them. You know, Claire O'Neill, then you got Giles, absolutely useless. Linda Burney, useless. Chris Bowen, bloody hopeless. He shouldn't have been given a spot in the first place. Tony Burke, they're not dealing with the issues. So they're all union people, the whole lot of them throughout the Labor Party, the left or the right faction. So therefore, and it's all tokenism.
Exactly.
So that's the problem that we have.
Yeah, I think we'll hear more about that over the next few days, that's for sure. You can catch Pauline and James at Mario's at the Ampol at Roslyn Bay from 10 o'clock onwards, is it, Pauline?
Yes, 10 to 12.
10 to 12, they'll be down there?
Down there, yeah.
Perfect.
And we'll have a smile and a dial, and everyone should go away happy.
Perfect. Pauline, always good to talk to you. Thanks very much for your time, hey?
Thanks, Tom. Bye.